Everyone, welcome to Thursday morning medical Qigong class. If this is your first class, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't feel like you need to learn all of these exercises all at once. As we go through, you'll learn them as you go along. I'm sure I had something much more articulate to say, and I just couldn't remember what it was. We're working, since this is Thursday, we're working on 4 of the exercises from the basic 8. And to start out, we'll begin with our warm-ups. Opening up about hip width, shoulder width apart. We want to keep the feet parallel so that the channels are open evenly in the front of the body and in the back of the body. We're bringing our internal awareness, our mind's eye to the bottoms of the feet. Letting them melt into the earth. We're softening the knees, relaxing the low back, relaxing the shoulders, softening the jaw, allowing the very tip of the tongue to touch the roof of the mouth. And then maybe allowing the very top of the head to reach up into the sky. We're breathing in and out through the nose. And then with the hands in loose fists, we're going to start floating from side to side. Gradually warming up the low back. And then allowing the lead arm to travel up the body. Allowing the mind to connect with the area with which we're tapping. Helping to promote that qi and blood circulation. And then gradually letting the arm come back down towards the waist and the low back. Taking away the momentum, releasing the hands. And coming back to the center. Okay, now we're going to start opening up the channels in the lower half of the body, in the legs. So we're widening our stance. I'm going to reposition myself. And then we're tapping the inner thigh and then up at the hip. Once again, we're using the momentum instead of arm strength to activate the tapping motion. We're transitioning, starting from the hip, working our way down the inner aspect of the legs towards just above the ankle or wherever it's comfortable for you. Coming to the lateral aspect of the legs, working our way back up towards the hips and the glutes. Once you get to the glutes, sliding that left foot a little closer to the right, maintaining that hip width, shoulder width with distance, so that we have a nice, stable, relaxed stance. And then backing off the tapping as we come up to just underneath the rib cage, or once again, wherever it's comfortable for you. Waking up the kidneys, waking up the tissues in the low back. Placing the palms at the low back, circling down the sides and up the spine. Resting the palms at the low back. Allowing the eyes to close. And as we inhale, guiding the breath through the nose, down to the low back, meeting with the palms of the hands. Exhaling, allowing everything to relax. Inhaling, guiding the breath and the chi to the low back and the kidneys, allowing them to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to flow freely to wherever you need within the body. Inhaling, guiding the breath and the chi to the low back and the kidneys. Exhaling, allowing the mind to relax into the breath to relax the body, and the chi to flow freely to wherever it's needed. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. And then when you're ready, gently opening the eyes, letting the arms come back down to the sides, and closing by bringing that left foot back to the right. Okay, so we're going to work on our basic 8 exercises today. The first one is the lung and large intestine exercise. We're opening up, the feet are parallel, shoulder width, hip width apart. Rolling the shoulders forward, backs of the hands come together. We're inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Palms are facing the earth, claws. Inhaling. Releasing the hands. Exhaling. In. And out. In. And out. Returning the chi to the earth, returning the arms back down to the sides. And continuing on at your own pace. So you're letting your breath guide the movements. Moving as slowly or as quickly as you need. allowing the mind to stay with the exercise. And about one more. We're allowing the breath to draw forth the movement. And getting ready to close. Closing. Bringing that left foot back to the right. We're going to jump right into our second exercise, the spleen and stomach exercise. We're going to do the modification, or I'm going to do the modification first with the extra breath. So we're going to inhale, exhale fully, sinking at the knees, stepping back, transitioning the weight, inhaling as we open in that archer form, and then exhale, bringing the foot and the hand back to the center, taking an extra inhale, exhaling fully before then switching hands, sinking, stepping back, trying not to land into furniture, inhaling, and then exhaling as we come back. I'm going to take half a step forward so that doesn't happen again. Inhaling fully, exhaling, switching, sinking, Inhaling and exhaling. Now it's up to you. If you want to keep doing the extra breath, you can, or you can do the traditional way where there is no extra breath. So I would be inhaling and then exhaling. In and out. And now you're working with your own breath. So there is a little bit of tension with the breath in this exercise. Try not to let that tension overtake the breath. Meaning if you need that extra breath or need to move a little quicker, please do so. And about one more on each side. And closing. Our next exercise that we're going to work on in this series is the heart small intestine exercise. Opening a little wider than shoulder width, hip width apart is fine. The feet are going to start out parallel. As we gather the claws in front of the lower dantian, the lower energy center. We're inhaling as we draw the claws up. And then we're going to flip our feet and our hands. Exhaling. Skinning the back of the hands against the thighs. Repositioning. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. continuing on at your own pace. Enjoying all the elements of the exercise. And about 2 more times. And releasing the hands, bringing the left foot back to the right. Getting ready for our Sanji exercise. Starting with the feet together. Inhaling as we elevate the palms underneath the shoulders. Exhaling fully. Sinking at the knees, stepping straight out to the side, feet are still parallel. And inhaling. Exhaling, coming back to the center. In. And out. Inhaling, gazing at the tip of the middle finger. Exhaling, coming back to the center. And starting to relax into the exercise. Relaxing into the breath. Allowing the movement to be an expression of the breath. About 1 more on each side. Bringing the arms back down to the sides. For our closing, we're going to keep our feet together. That's helping us retain all that wonderful energy that we've been so diligently cultivating over the past 25 minutes. Bringing the palms together, we're transferring some of that energy to the palms, creating a little bit of warmth. And we're going to transfer that energy to the face. Okay, so I'm getting closer. Our magic number is 9. So we're going to start out with 9 circles. 9 washing the faces. Then we're going to wipe the brow and underneath the eye, also 9 times each. Then we're going to wipe up and down the entirety of the nose 9 times. Circles, lower, middle, upper aspects of the nose, inward and outward, 9 times each. Imagining just underneath the pupil of the eye, at the cheekbone, you're going to find a little divot, inward and outward 9 times. Dredging the channels of the scalp, taking all your fingers, running them through the scalp. And then beating the drum 9 times. Grasping the ears, using all the fingertips 9 times. And switching. Popping the cork 9 times. One fingertip on the philtrum, the other the mandibular crease. We're circling inward and outward 9 times each, connecting the ren and the dew. Then we're massaging the jaw. Using the base of the hand, we're going to turn the jaw in the opposite direction 9 times each side. Next, our number changes to 12 times total, or 6 times each side. We're brushing down the throat, drawing some of that wonderful energy down into the torso. Continuing on down the breastbone, 12 times total, or 6 times each side. And then guiding the palms to the lower dantian, 3 to 4 finger breaths beneath the belly button. We're circling up the right and down the left, gathering that wonderful, wonderful energy into the lower dantian 9 times. And then switching directions. Once you've completed your 9 circles, resting the palms at the lower dantian, closing the eyes. Inhaling, guiding the breath in the chi to the lower dantian, allowing it to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to settle and store so that it may be used throughout the rest of your day. Inhaling, guiding the breath in the chi to the lower dantian, allowing it to fill up. Exhaling, allowing that chi to settle and store so that you may utilize it throughout the rest of your day. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Allowing the mind to relax into the breath to relax the body, and the chi to settle and store. Thank you so much, Qigong family. Henry, please take over and tell us about Chinese medicine and Qi Chat.
Hey, good morning, everybody. We're doing something. I got a surprise for you today. I just finished my new film, and I want to share it with you guys. You guys will be the first ones to actually see it outside of my home. So I've been busy editing it, and so I love doing nature films because I learned most of my lessons from nature, and Five Elements is all about nature as well. So I really draw a lot of inspiration and ideas, and it just allows me to get centered every time I'm in nature. So, you know, watching my films, I watch my films so many times, obviously during the editing process, but I love watching it because it brings me back to these places, and it allows me to really center and find myself again. And because, you know, oftentimes we find ourselves being pulled this way and that in our lives, and we kind of forget some of the bigger picture stuff. So nature is kind of my go-to place when I feel like a bit overwhelmed or not quite sure. So anyway, let me set this up for you. I'm going to sort of beam it over so you can see it right through the screen here. So give me a second. I'm going to set this up. Let's see here. Okay, so this should start in about 5 seconds. Bear with me here. All right, here we go. Hopefully you can hear the music. All right. I hope you guys, did the music come through too? Yeah. Okay, great. Well, thanks for watching. So that's, I shot that actually just a couple years ago, but it took a while to edit the footage and get it all in place. Um, yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Um, so that's kind of my passion and inspiration, and that's how I also practice Qigong is through this connection with nature and kind of capturing these beautiful moments. But you can see like the five elements expresses themselves through nature, and so that's why I love doing this kind of stuff. So my film actually premieres at 10 a.m. this morning on YouTube. So you guys are the first ones to watch it. But yeah, thanks for watching. That'll be all for today. So we'll continue with more chatting tomorrow on Friday. All right. Let me see if there's any questions or anything. All right. Yeah. Very cool. Okay. Thanks a lot for your comments. See you guys.